So badly. Yeah. I went from the bottom to the top, to the bottom again. To the stories that I drop on my pen. And I give them to you pure, fall back and relate. I feel the core of my thoughts all scattered on pages. Been at it for ages, inadequate places. The aim and the basis, the battle for what?
Stormzy commissioned me to make some custom grills for the Met Gala. With over 1 billion streams globally, he's the first black British solo artist to headline Glastonbury. He's a well-known philanthropist and activist. From murky books to scholarships at the University of Cambridge, Stormzy epitomizes the act of actually giving back to the community. And we all know, when it comes to kettles, no one's talking to Storms. Mud. We've also got Michelin star chef Tom Sellers picking up a watch. And we've got the likes of CHY CARTIer. Are you crazy? Homegrown Tottenham stand up. Sit back, relax, grab a drink, like and subscribe, and let's go on this journey. So I got the phone call from the Murky team. Stormzy wants me to make him some grills. There's some sort of occasion that he wants to wear these grills for in about 10 days or something like that. This is the brief. This is not what they want. They want a better version, but they sent me this as a brief. The problem is, I need to take his molds again. I did a grill for him a couple of weeks ago. So I'm trying to arrange to get the molds sent back to us because he's not in the country at the moment. So what I'm trying to do is get the molds delivered to me so I don't have to retake the molds and get this done. So I want to cast it because the time's not on my side. Stay tuned. Today we've got Tom Sellers. Tom Sellers is a Michelin star chef. His restaurant's next door in the One Hotel. He's been a client of mine for the last 2 years since I opened the shop. We did his engagement ring. He's asked me for a watch, a Cartier. What a beautiful watch. But the problem is, when I initially spoke to him about it, he wanted a rose gold one. And now he's changed his mind to a yellow. I paid a deposit on one and located one in Dubai from one of my suppliers, but it was obviously rose gold, and now he's changed his mind. But I'm going to lose the deposit that I put on the rose gold one, which is a bummer, but he's a loyal client, so I have to take that one on the chin. Once again, a deadline, another deadline. So I've got to pay for the watch, get the watch shipped over to England. Another day, another struggle. I'm just phoning up on the phone to Dubai to find out what's actually happening.
I'm still waiting for him to respond.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just don't want to miss the watch, you know? So...
Yeah, 100%. So I'm just gonna wait for his response, and then from there we can move forward, you know?
No problem. I'll wait to hear back from you. Alright, bye. Like for me, this is the most hardest part of the job because you have to rely on people. And relying on people means that I need to phone up someone in Dubai. They need to make sure that this is in place and whatnot. But for me, ultimately, I want to make sure that my client's good. I want to make sure that I can deliver, like my word is my word. So when stuff like this happens, when I've got to wait for someone to call someone or someone to call me back before things happen, it just says a lot to me that my setup, my system is not as strong as it should be. So I see a flaw or a chink in my hour. So I need to correct that. So the Stormzy grills are done. We were able to meet the deadline. We sent it off to his team. They must be taking it to New York because it's for the Met Gala, of course. So yeah, really excited about that. Like, come on, as a kid, I watched the Met Gala so many times. Did I ever know that I would have a piece? It's just a grill, but it's a start, you know? Like, at least we can say Brandon's been on the red carpet of the Met Gala, so really happy about that. One thing about Stormzy, he knows exactly what he wants. A plain grill. He wanted 2 versions because they didn't know which version they wanted to wear. So we did one that was partially diamond set and one that was just an 18 karat gold. So we don't know which one they're going to choose. I find out the same day as you guys. So when we see the Met Gala, I will know which grill he decided to go for. So yeah, here we have Tom Sellers' watch. Luckily enough, one of my suppliers had the watch in London. So all those conversations that you saw me having, they were bloody pointless. It was in London, round the corner in Mayfair. So I just literally picked it up. I'm gonna deliver it to Tom Sellers. It's important to be able to hit your deadlines. And I feel like these are things that you learn in your household. You know, like even when you go to college or you're in uni and you get coursework and they bang on you to deliver, this is it. Transferable skills, you gotta deliver. If you say, I'm gonna have it on the 4th, it has to be ready for the 4th. So yeah, word to the wise. Listen guys, it's so important, yeah, to build your relationships in this industry. If I didn't know the people that I knew, or if I didn't deal with people the right way, there's no way I would stand a chance in actually sourcing products or making products. You need information, and people have information, and people have products. In building my ecosystem, I was able to source this watch. Now I have Tom Sellers' watch. He doesn't know the headache that I've been through, but look, I've delivered. It's important because if I don't deliver and he doesn't get to gift this to whoever he's giving it to, it's a problem. So I've kept to my word and I've delivered as promised. So it's Friday night. Gonna go and see Tom Sellers. Going to his restaurant, Dovetail, which is round the corner from the shop. So we're doing local business, not all the business is international. I'm just taking you guys with me. Look at that. Ooh. So this is his restaurant, one of his restaurants. Mr. Sellers.
Mr. Chifa.
What's happening? Special delivery.
Special.
Have you ever had a handsome young man like this come to deliver shit to you, bro?
What you got me, Chiefs?
Bro, as I said, as promised. Tell them how quickly I sourced this, bro.
Listen, Chief is the #1. If you want something, jewelry, watches, something special, he is your man.
Isabel Marant.
Turn it on.
Understated wealth.
Thank you, Chifa. You always come through.
Wealth.
You always come through.
I'm trying to change the subject. Understated wealth.
You always come through. My guy.
Yeah.
Always comes through.
Appreciate that, bro.
Love.
Listen, yeah, this year for me was always to push the brand forward. Us landing at the Met Gala, even though it was just Grillz, just to be on that red carpet was a place that I wasn't last year. So we're penetrating into different audiences and different markets. That's my aim for this year. 2025, that's what I want. To see Stormzy on the red carpet of the Met Gala wearing a piece from RHQ, that was crazy. The following day, he shot a music video and also featured the Grillz. So aside from the Grillz, which were the best thing that happened at the Met Gala, by the way, the fit, the Tom Ford fit, crazy. The fabric rolls on the side. Oh man, he had the 5711 on with the baguettes on the bezel. Boy, London was doing things, you know, bro. That embodied the whole theme of dandyism. I don't think a lot of people understand, but what the whole theme of the whole Met Gala was dandyism. So back in like the 18th century, like we were slaves and all of that. That's how slaves used to express, like it was a form of making a statement by dressing like that. So you would take what the oppressor wears and put your spin on it. So they call it the morning after. After you've been out, and you know when you're like, you get home and you open the fridge and you roll up your sleeves and it's like a casual look in it. Like you're swagging, but you're not swagging. Bro, I love the look. Maybe I'm being biased, but it was one of my favorite looks. That and Tiana Taylor, that zoot suit was crazy. With the brooches, she had brooches hanging like asymmetrical from the shoulder down to the calf muscle, bro. It was crazy. Loved it. That custom zoot suit from the Harlem Renaissance, and she's from Harlem. A rose in Harlem. Have you heard that song? Mad. Hey, you look, people were telling stories on the carpet, but people ain't clocking it. If you knew the individuals, you knew what they were trying to, what message they were trying to put up. It was making bold statements about who they were, which was amazing. I didn't even think that they could execute it that well. It was crazy. The stories that were being told, like they were deep stories that I had to do my research to understand, like, okay, what does she mean by that? What does this mean? The zoot suits, they were banned in World War II because to make them, you use too much fabric. They had to ration the amount of fabric that you could use on a piece. So these were like the showermen out there saying, yo, bun the rationing, this is what I'm gonna wear. So it's big statements, that's why people were wearing them. So if you saw someone on the corner, you're not supposed to have that much fabric on your outfit and you're doing it anyway. It was big statements that they were making. These were the same statements that are still echoing in 2025. Very political, loved her outfit. There was nothing on the carpet like what she had on. When I first saw Zendaya's outfit, I was just like, I don't know, you know, because she's known for killing carpets. She kills carpets all the time. So I was just thinking, you could have went harder. But the accessories, she had this serpentine Bulgari brooch right behind her. When she spun around and I saw that, I was like, yeah, this is crazy. We also saw the likes of Emma Cole on the carpet. Emma Cole is like one of my favorite designers. She's also like my friend. Just to see Lauryn Hill wearing her pieces, that was crazy. Like London, man, we're up there, you get me? Like it was mad to see Lauryn Hill wearing Emma Cole. Like Emma Cole embodies everything Lauryn Hill is, innit? Lauryn Hill also embodies everything that she is. Lewis Hamilton, oh my God. If you know me, you know I love the beret look. Any headgear, that's me. Anything covering your skull and protecting you from bad frequencies, that's me. But his outfit was amazing. Pusha T, shout out my man Push, man. His suit, he had the little rhinestones or whatnot. But anyway, forget the suit, bruv. Did you see the Daytona, the rainbow Daytona? Crazy piece. That piece retails for about £98,000. The moment it comes out of the shop, it's worth about 400k. Mad. So that's a statement in its own right. Yo, DUI!
I'm watching your work.
Nah, come on, son. So like to meet people, yeah. Let's double up if we can. Make them
Come
know.
on,
Yeah,
let them know.
They got no team, you know, you crazy. They got no new management. That's it, different than my brother.
Listen, you need to look icy today, you know.
I'm ready. God.
No, we need a stack in it, because when you got the mic, you need to be
Right.
mad.
God.
Mad. Hold it out like we see this.
Yeah. Come on. But then again, I'm gonna use this hand, you know.
So we
swap it
put
over.
on that hand, yeah. Feeling now, you feeling icy now.
Icy, feeling spicy. Come on. Yeah, what's up for real? Proper. Hey, come on, we're here. We're coming at you first. The right way. Come on.
Come on. The right way, you see it?
I'll tip the color. Proper. Okay, cool.
So,
Hard.
you know that, so
That way.
faster.
You saw like your first show. How does that
Yes,
feel?
man, it's amazing. When you actually sit down and imagine these things and it happens, comes to fruition, it's crazy, proper.
Wow. And how long you been doing this for?
From the age of 7, you know.
Wow.
But professionally, like 4 years now.
And you're enjoying your journey.
Enjoying it, 100%. Stay.
Have you dropped the project yet, or are you about to drop it?
So the project dropped a month ago. It dropped on April 4th.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's been out a month, seeing everyone's reactions to it. It's been dope, man, proper.
Who's been like your inspirations, like growing up, like musically?
Do you know what? I'd say Nicki Minaj, all the women that came before me, really. Little Kim, Foxy Brown.
Nah, man, we're really proud of you, and we're looking forward to.
Come on.
Yeah, and thanks for choosing to shop with us. Appreciate that.
1000%. Come to
Appreciate
Chifa.
Come
The
on.
right way.
You hear me?
Come
I'm rocking this tonight.
Come on.
Chifa, this one here, you're gonna see me. I'm rocking this tonight. I don't play with this guy, you know. I never come out.
Kill them, you know.
100%.
Just see this step with a Rico is hard. See you now. So that's it. It's cigar time now. She's headed to a headline show. It's gonna be a smash. I'm headed to my headline cigar. Come, what we got? We're going smoking time now. Look, the staff, they get happy when it's smoking time because they know I'm not gonna be in here. They're on to them. You hear me?